Hello class 5. Hope you all are well. We already completed chapter 1 and 2 for our first term syllabus. Today we will start chapter 4. So the chapter is skeletal and nervous system. What we'll learn in this through this chapter? Organ system of our body, the skeletal system, functions of the skeletal system, different organ of the skeletal system, joints, muscles and movement, the nervous system, different organs of the nervous system, reflex action, sense organs and how to take care of them. Okay, so let's start the chapter. Our body is made up of many organs. What are the organs? The lungs, kidney, heart, brain. They are the inner organs. And some outer organs are our hand, our legs, etc., body parts. And these all are the vital organs of the body. And many organs together perform a particular function and are called the organ system. So, what is the organ system? Organ system is when many organs together perform a particular function. So, it's a teamwork, like a teamwork. Our organ system acts like a teamwork. Some important organ system in our body are circulatory system, digestive system, nervous system, respiratory system, etc. The important organs and functions of these organ systems are given in the table. So, have a look on the table. Different organ systems and their functions. So, firstly, here is systems, organs and functions. First is respiratory system. What are the organs included in this system? Lungs, nasal passage, bronchi, pharynx, trachea, diaphragm, bronchial tubes. Okay, so the organs are lungs, nasal passages, bronchi, pharynx, trachea, diaphragm and bronchial tubes. And what are the functions of respiratory system? It is intake of oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide from the body. Okay. Respiratory system, function of respiratory system is intake of oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide. What we do every moment, in every moment. Without it, we can't live. And next is nervous system. Organs are spinal cord, brain, nerves, skin, eyes, ears, tongue, nose. So, in nervous system, the organs included are spinal cord, brain, nerves, skin, eyes, ears, tongue, nose. And the functions, control of body activities and the reaction to stimuli. What is stimuli? Any change in the surrounding environment. So, nervous system helps us to stimulate control of body activities. Without this organ system, we can't control our body activities as we move, as we talk, whenever we see or whenever we sleep, all the activities of nervous system. Next is digestive system. The organs included stomach, liver, teeth, tongue, pancreas, intestines, esophagus, rectum, anus. Okay. So I'm telling you again: stomach, liver, teeth, tongue, pancreas, intestines, esophagus, rectum, anus. Okay, and functions are function of digestive system, breakdown of food and absorption for use as energy. Without energy, we know that we can't do anything without energy. So from food we get energy through our digestive system. Okay, next is excretory. Organs are kidneys, bladder, ureters, skin. And functions: remove wastes from the body to outside and controls water and salt balance. So it is a very important organ system. The waste what gathers in within our body, through this system we remove this from our body to outside. And next is endocrine. Organs are pituitary gland, adrenal gland, thyroid gland, gonads. All are inner organs actually. And what is the function? What are the functions of this organ next system? Production of hormones and regulation of body functions. Production of hormones and regulation of body functions. The hormones always regulate the body functions. Without that, the body functions can't take place. So it's also a very important system. Next is skeletal and muscular system. What we will read in this chapter. Skeletal and muscular system, and organs are bones and muscles. Very important, bones and muscles. And functions are protection of delicate body organs and movement. Actually, skeletal system protects our inner delicate body organs like brain, heart, lungs, etc. So it protects our delicate body organs and it helps to move our body. Next is circulatory system, and the organs are blood vessels, heart, lymph. And functions are transport of nutrients, metabolic wastes, water, salts, and disease fighting cells. Transport of nutrients to every part of body, metabolic wastes, water, salts, and disease fighting cells. Okay. Next is integumentary, and the organ is skin. What is the function? Protection of body from injury and bacteria. Maintenance of tissues, moisture, holds receptors for stimuli response, body heat regulation, sweating. Okay, so this is the chart. You have to memorize this chart well. Okay, now let us study the skeletal and the nervous system in detail. Okay, next is skeletal system. An adult human being has 206 bones in the body. You know that there are bones in our body. Without that, we can't stand straight without our skeletal system. Stand or sit straight. So bones are very much important for our body. And an adult human being has 206 bones, which form the skeletal system of the body and give shape to the body. So skeletal system give shape to our body. When we at birth, there are around 304 bones in the body. which decreases to 206 bones by adulthood as some bones fuse together. Some bone joins together so that when we when at the time of birth there are 304 bones in the body and which decreases to 206. Now here you can see the human skeletal system: skull, vertebra, shoulder, sternum, rib cage, two side, humerus, and it is spine, pelvis, and radius, ulna, femur, knee, tibia, fibula. Now I am telling you about skull. There are, you can see the picture, there are 22 bones in the skull which protect the most important organ, the brain. There are 22 bones in skull and it protects the most important organ of our body, the brain. Except the lower jaw, you can see here it is lower jaw, except the lower jaw, all the bones of the skull are fixed. All the bones of the skull are fixed joint, they are all. And it is the movement of the lower jaw that helps us to eat and speak. And the jawbone is the largest and the strongest bone in our face, you know. It is the only movable bone in the skull, as I told before. It holds our lower teeth in place. It holds our lower teeth in place. And we can move it to chew our food and to speak. Next is ribs. There is a cage of bones. You can see here, just like a cage, isn't it? There is a cage of bones around the chest, which is called the rib cage. The rib cage protects the heart and the lungs. Within the rib cage, there are heart and lungs. There always lies the heart and lungs, the important two, very much important organ of our body. It is made up of 12 pairs of thin curved bones. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The rib cage it is made up of 12 pairs of the curved bones which are curved. The bones are curved, which are attached to the backbone. You can see here, which are attached to the backbone, curved and attached to the backbone at the back, and so and to a flat bone called sternum. It is sternum. You can see here, this is backbone, it is sternum. Backbone is in the back and sternum is on the front. Okay. However, the last two pairs of the ribs are not attached to the sternum. You can see here, last two ribs, floating ribs. These are called floating ribs, and these are called floating ribs. Okay. Next is backbone. A series of small bones from the backbone of the human body. These are called the vertebra or vertebral column. A series of small bones. You can see small bones, a series of, and which it forms the backbone, and it is also called as vertebra or the vertebral column. It is a strong column. It is a very strong column which is made of 33 small bones. Here are 33 small bones. The vertebrae are hollow in center and protect the spinal cord. Within the vertebra, there lies the spinal cord, the most important part of nervous system, spinal cord. The skull is attached to the spine or the backbone through this vertebra. Skull is attached, you can see here its skull is attached to the backbone with vertebra. You can see here cervical curve. This is cervical curve, cervical vertebra, so that called is. Okay, you can see here. Now it is limbs. Human have two pairs of limbs. The forelimbs, which constitute our arms, and the hind limbs, which constitute our leg. Forelimbs, hind limbs. The forelimbs or our arms are joined to the spine with the help of shoulder girdle. Okay, shoulder girdle. And which is made up of a pair of shoulder blade. Shoulder blade you can see here. And a pair of collarbone. Here is collarbone. The arm is made up of two parts. The upper arm, which has one long bone called humerus, upper arm, humerus, and the lower arm, which has two bones, the radius and ulna. It is radius and ulna. One bone, humerus, upper hand, and here radius and ulna. In lower part, there are two bones, radius and ulna. The hind limbs or our legs are also made up of two parts, the upper leg and the lower leg. They join together at the knees. It is knees. The upper leg has thigh bone, which is powerful bone as it bears the weight of our body, and it is thigh bone is known as femur. It is called as femur bone. It is the longest bone in our body. The long bones are hollow and have a soft and fatty substance in them. And this soft and fatty substance is called as bone marrow. Okay. So, you can see here femur, patella and tibia and fibula. Okay. So, this much for today's class. You all read this chapter and consult these diagrams. It is very much important. Whenever you read the chapter, read these parts, then you please look at the diagram and then read. Then you can memorize them easily. Okay. So, this much for today, and in our next class, I'll discuss about the joints. Till then, bye.